So this is a sketchbook that I've had for about a year now, and it's a pretty crazy one compared to the sketchbooks I used to keep in college, mostly because I haven't been doing such like long-term structured projects like I used to. I've kind of given up on that and just been making like little dolls, little small paintings and stuff that I can just kind of like pop out really quick. So a lot of the ideas in here are kind of like chaotic and fast-paced. Yeah, but I think it's a pretty cool sketchbook that I'm going to look back on and be able to take little bits and pieces and fit them into my work in the future. And the cover fell off because I love it so much that I bring it everywhere. So to start off, I've just got some little fairies and a grocery list. Nothing too crazy, some little flowers and stuff. Just to get everything going. And some little creatures, the little yellow highlighted ones, I came back and highlighted those because I liked them. These are just, I probably drew these when I was high. Yeah, definitely those little seals. And anything on a post-it I probably did while I was at work. And then I just kind of collected them in my purse or wherever and stuck them in here. Yeah, for a while I was like trying to remember how to draw hands and bodies and stuff like that, so I was drawing from photographs and doing little tests like that. As well as just drawing little crouched up girls. Those definitely aren't from photographs, those are just random. Dropped them in there. So this first bit is a lot of that. Just like figure drawing. Yeah, it goes on for a while. Yeah, and it's all women. Didn't draw any dudes. I don't remember why. I just didn't want to, I guess. Oh, this page is fun. I was playing with highlighters, and I really like these thorny flowers, or like cacti or whatever they are. I think those are super cool looking. And the bird with the little talons too, I love that guy. Oh, now I just like wrote out a bunch of my songs that I wrote, just like wrote them out instead of having them on my phone or on the computer, just like copied them down just to do that, just to go through that procedure and like see if everything was flowing right or if anything seemed out of place while I was writing it. These are little sheets that I'll go through later. But yeah. So if you're curious, you could like pause and read them. I'm just not gonna read through all of them, it'll take forever. And this pink stuff is probably little plans for pillows or something like that. And most of these I don't make them because either I don't want to use, I don't want to like waste fabric on them, or I like start making them and I'm like, I hate this. But I did make this dog balaclava with the floppy nose there. I did actually make that and it was kind of awesome. I still have it. Some notes from work. This is a story that I didn't finish. I don't know what is going on. There's like angels. I went through a while where I was just drawing like these certain angels and devils, and I was just drawing them. I like invented them, this like dumbbell shape for them, and I was like, that's adorable. I just drew them everywhere, interacting with each other. And this is a comic strip about a Mobius strip and a Klein bottle that I never finished. And some little carefree blind contour drawings. It's always fun. Then I went through a knots phase where I kept drawing knots, and like the numbers are how many times that the string intersects itself. And then I was also writing down like which ones you can unravel and which ones, if you pulled on them, they would just tie a knot. I don't know, it was like really satisfying. I was also making some fonts too, some fun fonts for myself to use later, even though I never end up using them later. I just write them out and then that's it. Oh, on the left page here there's like some really cute bugs that I drew, but I don't know if you'll be able to see them because they're so faded in pencil. And there's like a hairy fur man up at the top. And then this like really soothing sketch that's just like the twisty square and triangle thing. It's so relaxing and satisfying to draw like that. It's like kind of meditative swirl thing. This is like half upside down, but looks like I was doing some fractal stuff. I have a Sierpinski triangle. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was like working on a song. I have all of these, on the left I have all of these hand symbols. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, there's my moody little page with like a ball and chain and a girl with an axe. Like a moody poem. This page has like nothing on it. I don't know what's going on here. Also, it's not like me to leave so many pages blank, so I think that's kind of bizarre too. Can't tell you why I did that. This is a fun drawing made out of like those magic pencils that have multiple colors in them. Just kind of like symmetrical thingy. Person with marble. There's the axe girl again. I have this little viewfinder where I must have cut something out, so that's fun. And some more hand studies and a really stupid collage. And a really stupid painting. And then I start writing down to-do lists, which is actually really good. I think that's helped me a lot because I just have a really meandering mind, and if I don't write down a to-do list, I could spend the rest of my life doing nothing. I'm just kind of like doodling around. This is a page from a vintage Playboy magazine. And here's some little faded bunnies and teardrops. And a grid made out of pastel. Oh, these are cute. We have the little angel and devil characters again, but then we also have all these little bats and like butterflies or moths, which is really, really cute. And this girl with super big ears. I think big ears look really cool, I don't know why. A couple of fairies communicating. Don't know what to say about this other page. It looks like a bunch of random thoughts. And then aliens, cherries, and a screaming dog. I tried to do a watercolor painting, but I used way too much water, which is something I often do, so it looks like I just smushed the extra water onto this page and it came out kind of cool. Then for these next few pages, I just have a mushroom man to-do list and then 2 more mushroom men, so I don't know why. There's a really cute hyena up at the top. Okay, now we're getting kind of fun. Yeah, this is just like total brain vomit, which is awesome. And I was trying to really plan some stuffed animal things because I think at this point I hadn't even made any yet. I just had the intention to. So I was trying to like break it down for myself. But then I just started drawing clocks. This was actually a project I did for somebody else, but yeah, it kind of fits into where I was mentally at the time. Just clocks and like hourglasses and a song that I wrote, stopwatches and chains. Evil, smiling clocks. And oh, this is a bunch of random stuff too. I've got a lot of like little flowers and fruits that I invent for myself to draw. Just like creatures and little fruits. Those are the most popular things. And like little fairy girls too. There's some figure drawings that I did and a guy choking out a teddy bear wearing etnies. That's probably the first dude that I've drawn, and it seems like it's coming from like a deep subconscious creepy place. And then here's some more nude women, which is awesome, and a weird black ooze on a grid with an alien. Oh, I love when it gets really tiny because it's kind of like a Where's Waldo thing. and every time you look at it you see something different. Oh, I noticed this on the other page. There's like a little uterus, like angry uterus guy. I feel like only I would see that as a uterus. But I know that that's what I was drawing. It's like an angry. And here's a comic strip that I planned out about a girl with dogs in her skirt. And then some fun little like swirly blue things. And now I go through like a red and black phase, which is kind of scary because I'm really not a red person. I like never wear red and I never do red drawings, so I don't know what I was thinking. But there's like a lot of symbols and stuff going on. I have them like lined up going down the page. These symbols and creatures dancing around each other. I still want to make this caterpillar man. I haven't made him yet, but I think he's really cute. I want to give him little shoelaces just like I have him drawn. Just like a little shoelace for every foot. And then there's a plan for a painting that I did. And a little cat portal. This page is scary because it's so swirly. And there's a lot of like chaotic like dashes and spirals. Save the ant. There he goes. And then I was researching some of those like maps of the body where people like map out. They almost like make a little house out of different body parts and where different chakras are and stuff. And then I make a then I made like a garbage man. So I guess that's my interpretation of that. I have some really cute birds and like fucked up apples on the other page. Oh man, I love this guy. He's like a dolphin mermaid boy, and he just looks so bewildered, and it like speaks to me. It's probably like the best thing in this whole sketchbook. And then I have a journal entry from when I was on vacation. This was a song I was working on about dreams, but I didn't finish it here. I actually finished it in my phone. And then we introduced this cute dog with the long ears. I like conceived of him on the left page and then I like copied him down on the right, but I think he's cuter in his like first iteration. But yeah, and then I have like an evil sideways mouth wolf guy and cute little bat. That's just the back of that page. These are just like abstract shapes. I think I was drawing like weird shapes and trying to make creatures out of them, but some of them just didn't even become creatures. And then I remember I drew this with my eyes closed on the right page there. And then this is a list. I went through my little travel sketchbook and I wrote down a list of everything that I saw. Just to kind of like write it down and catalog it. and see if I saw anything different if I put words to the pictures. So that's kind of cool. And then I have creepy, like, frog eyes, I guess. It's like creepy green eye diamonds. And here's a little world with a little building at the corner and some other random stuff. On the right is a collage I did. I like printed out a still from a film that I made, but I didn't like the way it came out because it was too dark, so I just cut it apart and made a collage out of it. And here's some little I don't even know what to call them. Blurbs. And a crystal ball lady. This is like more my color scheme that I've been using lately. It's like magenta and purple and this nice like orangey goldenrod yellow. Really like those colors together. I have these little like hugging figures. And then I have a couple more, yeah, whatever you want to call them. Writing experiments. And here's, I don't know what. I don't have anything to say about that. But I really like this page because there's this really cute chicken man who's holding a parrot. And then I started drawing a bunch of vessels, like squirting out water, growing plants in them, just interacting with each other kind of thing. These are more or less like color experiments, I guess, like watercolors and stuff. And here is a little story that I wrote. This one I'll read because I actually like it quite a bit. Flowers are dripping off the trees and nectar is dripping off of the flowers. A fairy ring of bowl-shaped fungi catch the nectar. Shiny emerald bugs swarm the sweet pools. In the sun, the field is pale green, a matted down square where a picnic blanket once laid. Everywhere else, weeds with feathered tops sway in the breeze. The sky is pink at one side of the field, yellow in the center, and blue on the other horizon. It looks radioactive, unhealthy. At night, all the colors fade into a deep indigo. The sleeping animals in the sky open their shining white eyes and gaze upon the earth, occasionally darting off to another area. A giant moth spreads its fluorescent pink wings. Carnivorous plants salivate toxic syrup. A leopard nearby retracts his claws. Here's a cool tree world with like aqueducts flowing down to a little hut, which is awesome. And then I was just planning some more squishy creatures. It looks like a little jug man. And I'll bring these little drawings back up that I shoved in here. This little cosmic woman. Some ideas. A plant that's populated with aliens. And yeah. Oh, there's my lady with dogs in her skirt. guy swallowed up by a monster, and some more little chalices. And then this last few pages I drew while I was tripping a while ago, but I started at the back of the sketchbook so I wouldn't get like distracted by anything in the front of the sketchbook. And so a lot of this stuff I just enjoyed watching marks being made on the paper, like it was as simple as that. And it just felt good, like the pen felt good sliding across the paper. It was really cool to see the color like coming out of it. And my favorite is this garden that I made that I actually did first. It was just like super meditative. I had like no expectations for myself, and so I just kept creating different plants and then drawing them over and over, kind of like populating the space. And then I made these blue, like shadowy background dots, and I think it came together really cool. It's like an alien world. And that's it. That is the whole thing. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this sketchbook looks as like an entire body of like really informal work. And I'm proud of myself for kind of like getting more inspired. Like at the end, it just seems like there's more going on in my head, which I think is a really good sign. Whereas in the beginning I have like a lot of empty, like faded out spaces, and just kind of going through like a little dark age or something. But that happens, and it's always good to work through those sorts of things. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna be making more, even if nobody watches these. So, bye.